Так, ну что, поиграем?
Нет,
В смысле, нет, уже начал.
нет.
Так.
Все закончил.
М-м.
Да.
Так, все.
Смотри. Обороти, видишь, он самый длинный.
Где?
Смотри внимательно. Он всегда у меня появляется.
Кого?
Белый, длинный. Такой один тут.
Угу. Это этот самый, да, типа?
Это как ты загадывал желание, когда я это делаю.
Так, этот будет мешать, мне надо вниз отпущу. Чатик свой. Так, сейчас мы звук поубавим. 59. Так. Так, угу. Ебать, сколько всего надо продать. А, я ж ничего не смогу продать, у меня же... Чтобы продать, надо аналог взлома мне лично. Так, 69 из 100 у меня. Так, все, что надо было, я забрал карту. Так, тогда выходим. Ну что, дадим этому дядьке? Или той девчонке лучше отдать, чтоб подходила? Я даже не знаю. Бедняжка. Жалко. Собачка. Ничего нету. Так, ну что, тогда потом эту территорию поисследуем, посмотрим, что дальше тут идет. Одуванчик. Одуванчик. Все, я понял. Здание, где куда можно входить. Синими отмечено. Дверки. Дверцы. Логично. Ну что, будем это потом новых взломов качать, чтобы продавать.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got her.
Almost lost a finger in the cannery today.
После если я отдам девчонке, я тогда не выполню.
I've got some time. Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Так, окей, а это чем занимается? Нам уже с ним можно поговорить.
Oh, sweet merciful law. A marauder's in my domicile. Oh, wait. It's just you. Yours killed me with fright. At least I know I ain't hallucinating. You need something? I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
Ладно, давай.
Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting. I don't know what that means. Is that some sort of medical condition? Is my plague getting worse or something? Sweet life-giving nostrum. The first hit's always the best. Scratched together all the bits I had around the domicile. It ain't as much as you deserve, but it's all I got.
Okay.
You're wringing the blood out of me. Here, you can have whatever's in my pockets.
Лол. Покатило. Так, могильные дела выполняю. В смысле? А что с ними так?
What can I do for you? Go ahead. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself I am never wanting for work. Not since the... As the good vicar says, work fortifies the spirit of a man. If you want to feel it... The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 work... I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good. Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm. Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat... Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of...
Так, я так и не понял, что с ним сделать мне. Так и чё?
What can I do for you?
Ни подсказок, ничего, да? Так, меня аж не видно, да? О, компроматик. Угу. Сейчас я с ним разберусь всё. Так.
What can I do for you? You know about Eugene? How?
Дверь открыта, дебил.
You probably heard it from one of our local gossip mongers. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I? Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU. Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Ну да. Верно. Ну все. Ну так, первый квест, ничего так. Норма. Опять уже темнеет.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your
Клиенты не
clients.
жалуются. Сука. Не, с Юджином потом. А давайте сейчас с Юджином поговорим.
Yeah? What about him? Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this about? Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead. Let me know if you find anything.
Сука.
You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Ну вот. Так, третий левел, скоро будет 4-й. И как раз можно будет взлом покачать. Так, кстати. Уровень 2, броня 9. Так, бонус навыку запугивания, бонус навыку вскрытия замков. Давайте вот этот. Ой, прикольный. А этот? Не, этот круче. По красоте этот прям вау. Так, броня 3. Броня 3. Броня 9. Ну-ка. А вот броня херовая тут. Зато вот это полжёще будет. А ничего так. Ничего. Музычка еще такая.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect.
Униформа так еще.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Вечер добрый тебе, Ганста. Здравствуй, здравствуй. Так.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be
Звучит
along on your
просто.
way.
Звучит просто.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at
Надо
their
будет идти с ними
stations.
договариваться. Еще проблемы.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, Her camp looks to her for leadership. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back.
Надо будет ее как-то
Nonetheless, I will
уламывать, я
settle
так
for the
понял.
return of her followers.
Какими-то
We
корявыми
belong to
способами.
one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson.
Первый
I
компаньон.
hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented
Надо
and may
попробовать.
prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Так, напарники. Может быть, пароль и не нужен мне. Так-то. Броня 7. Ну, во, пусть тоже будет. Так, пока все. Чё ты, Ганс-то, как ты там? Спать скоро или как? Я вот тут на ночь решил сыграть немного. Потом спать. На работу. В общем, как всегда. Так, все, пошли.
Sorry, can't do that. Gotcha. Heading back. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Let's
Уже
talk when you're
разговоры.
free. Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the
Да я
only
это уже
side of the
понял.
tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her. Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it.
Ну, вообще, да,
That's what
попробую
my
мирно
dad
все
used to say
решить.
anyways.
Попробую, но не обещаю. Ты чё ко мне лезешь? Чё ко мне лезешь? Мия, успокойся. Кошка. Ай. Так, завершаем матч. Так, давайте сначала с Викторием поговорим тогда. Что он мне расскажет?
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Бестик, давайте единичку.
That seems well within your expertise.
The way we do it's by cutting off power to the others. The ones who left.
Adelaide McDevitt's encampment. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Да, дополнительные квесты, да. То есть
Thank
даже
you.
не буду ничего
If you
спрашивать.
retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Музычка такая. Есть 20 слом. Возьмем технологии единичку. Лидерство теперь можно взять единичку. И вот этот возьму. Так, сначала вот это будем тогда. Так, окей. Можно выйти. Ганста. Ты, наверное, тебя уже нет, я так понял, ладно. Так, ну верстак у меня смысла нет, у меня улучшений никаких нет. Так, стамина не заканчивается здесь, хорошо. Так, Мия, я сейчас буду стрелять. Мародер, главарь. Слушайте, да мне еще и писты могут навешать. Или его можно было не убивать, он так пригнулся. Ручной пулемет. Так, надо сейчас пушки себе поменять. Так, у вас секунду 95. Урон 19. Револьвер возьмем. Так, ручной пулемет. Ну-ка ж. Нет. Все-таки вот это вот. Мгм. Хотя я мог быстро телепортнуться, да, передвижение сделать себе по карте. Охотничья винтовка. Ого. Вот и первое улучшение у меня есть. Отлично. Типа душ. Ага. Так, сейчас здесь посмотрим, что здесь. Взломать, не взломать. Не, я думаю, еще пригодится, пока потерпим. Давайте сюда. Хочу по пути в автомат заскочить. Ага.
Friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't.
This is where the magic happens. Well, science. But it still happens. Hey, that's... I mean, if you need it, okay.
Так, ну с автомата начнем, наверное. Размер магазина. Ну вот и пуперские улучшения пошли. Есть такие. Давайте. Ну все, вообще теперь красавчик. Только я так... Мне что-то лень, а продавца-ника в городе не могу найти. Ну, в смысле, я не ищу его. Продать. Так, из пушек. А как тут понять, что у тебя в руке, что у тебя не в руке? В смысле продать хлам? Ладно. Так, пулемет пока оставим. Так, все мечи продаем. Пистолеты продаем. Хер пойми, что одета на мне, что нет. Броня 10. 17 броня. Элитная пехотная броня. Вес, цена продажи, состояние. А тут левел нужен какой-нибудь? Можешь забирать ее. Она все спать уже хочет.
Мичка, солнце мое, пойдем. Тебе тоже уже спать пора. Время видел?
10. Ну все, в 10:30 пойду. Давайте купим. Почему бы и нет? А, ну да, это все можно типа... Ух, нихуя себе. Ну нихуя. О, ебо. Ну я прям вообще... Так, броня 7. Вот так. Так. Сколько у меня? 54, нормально. Нихера себе, я вообще красавчиком стал. Блин, броня просто найс. Кайф. Но она не улучшенная, так понял. От нее сейчас проку не будет, прям мощного. Но все равно. Или 9 брони, или 17, так ведь? Так, удобно ли мне будет? Такое чувство, как будто они не поняли, кто в них стрелял. Шугались-то. Какие-то плохие звуки из пещеры. Плохо. О, а если бы я там взломал бы, а? Вот проблем себе наделал я. Шоковое оружие. А еще какой мне дали? А, это типа... Ничего не понял. Как он стреляет? Или это и есть он так стреляет? Так, там враги сейчас. О! О! Вот это нежданчик. Первобытный тяжеловес. Ничего так. Вот здесь, кстати, пулемет мне пригодился, да? Тогда не буду тратить время, этот квест пройду, сейчас поговорю и завязываем.
Wish we had some better rations.
Блин, чё я шел, уже телепортация есть быстрый, ё. Все забываю.
Any progress on that matter we discussed? Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted. Bokono, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death. The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bakonu journal. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though.
Чисто
Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Привет.
Привет, привет, я тупо обсервер. Да я уже, кстати, заканчиваю, так что расслабься.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain. Whenever you're
Ебой,
ready to
первый
leave Emerald Vale.
команда с нуля. Так, способности напарника. Ну-ка ж. А, и мне левел дали вообще за БС. Так. Оружие берем. Общение, двушечку. Так. Я так понял, скрытность и взлом у меня уменьшены за костюмы, да? Элитная пехотная броня, да, сука. Так, в технологии пойдем. Немножко лидер. Ну и незаметность немножко. Угу, принять. Так, что с тобой, Парвати? Так, давай-ка мы ей лучшие жизни дадим. Чтоб жила побольше. Так, 2200. Нормально. Так. А из города никак нельзя, да, телепортнуться мне? Так, выходим тогда. Угу. Там и сюда. Так, ну все, я закругляюсь. Да? Парвати. А Парвати. Ладно, спасибо, что зашел. Под конец моего стримчанского, но главное, зашел. Фух. Так, это сделано. Все. Ладно, спасибо. Угу. Блин, у меня еще плюс задержка большая. Сегодня что-то. Не 20 секунд тупых, как всегда, а где-то секунд 40 у меня задержка, я смотрю. То есть вообще плохо очень. Все, окей, давай. Счастливо.